Morning vlog. Welcome to the Chile vlog. I am currently in South America doing Chile, Argentina, and then back to Chile, and I am going to bring you guys along. We arrived yesterday after a very long travel day. It was about 30 hours. We left from Saskatoon, and honestly, going anywhere leaving from Saskatoon just takes such a long time because we are so landlocked in Saskatchewan, but the route was Saskatoon, Minneapolis, Miami, Santiago, Valdivia, and then from Valdivia we took a 2-hour drive to hulio, which is where we are right now. It's an ecological reserve. Super cool location. I'm actually here for a wedding. My good friend Amapola gets married today. So when we arrived yesterday, it was around like 6:30 p.m. and they had a garden party, welcome party until 7. So I got ready super quick and went to that. Before we settled into the room last night though, I did film a really quick room tour because I wanted you guys to see the room untouched. We are staying at the Nothofagus hotel. It is this crazy hotel. I've never seen anything like it. Actually, the entire property is crazy. They essentially have 3 or 4 different hotels and they all look like big adult tree houses. Anyways, roll the room tour. It's just extremely different. Truthfully, I would have never found this place unless we were coming here for the wedding. Today is really our only day at leisure on the property before the wedding and before we head back into Santiago. So let's go explore a little bit together today, and I'm going to show you guys more of the hotel. This is the base of the hotel that I'm staying in, and all of the rooms go up. So there is an elevator, but you have to walk up to get to your room. And then the whole interior is just like cozy cabin chic. I'm just going down for breakfast, but you can kind of see the one hotel right there. I think that's the Mushroom Hotel. We are going to do a hike. We're gonna do the La Leona Trail, and I think we just found the entrance. So let's go check this out. We just finished the hike. It was a 45-minute little loop. It was honestly the perfect way to start the morning. And now we are walking around exploring the property. Hold up. This is one of the hotels. They have it decorated for Christmas, obviously. It's the beginning of January. But how cool is this? Like, so random. I just got one of these drinks. It's called mote con hulio, I believe. It's one of their traditional drinks. There's like a kind of like a cereal and then a fruit in here. After our hike this morning, we just continued to tour around the property, got a little coffee, and then we went to the spa. We didn't book any services, we just checked out the pools, but they have an indoor and outdoor pool. They have another bar, sauna, all the things down there. It was actually really cool. The indoor pool is heated. It kind of reminded me of like a mineral spa. I don't know if it had any minerals, but it was warm. It was very nice. And now we are just chilling in the room. We have a guided tour booked at 3 o'clock. It's only an hour, but it takes you around the property and explores all the different hotels and all the history, which I'm really excited for because this property is so confusing. It's huge. I was saying to my dad last night, we were walking around and we kept opening a door and it would lead us to another hall, and then we'd go upstairs and it would lead us to another hall, and like we weren't getting anywhere. It just felt like this big maze. And I said to him, I was like, I feel like I'm in a dream right now. I don't know if this is a good dream or a bad dream, but I feel like I'm in a dream. Like, it's just crazy. So I'm excited to go on this tour and see everything. We're just walking, and this is the first time that I'm actually seeing our hotel from the outside. So this is what it looks like. And then this is the third hotel. It is obviously designed after a big mushroom. Okay, the tour that we went on was actually so cool. If you ever come to this reserve, I would highly recommend taking it. It just gives you such great insight on the properties that you're in. It's all privately owned, which is crazy to think about, but it was really cool. Fun fact, this reserve is in proximity to the 9th. Was it the 7th or the 9th most dangerous volcano?
Pardon?
Was it the 7th or the 9th most dangerous volcano?
The 9th.
To the 9th most dangerous volcano in Chile. And it's ready to erupt at any time. It's been ready to erupt for years, or been predicted to erupt for years, but it's ready to go, and it will only take 7 to 15 minutes to wipe out this entire territory, okay? It's crazy to think about that we are in an active volcano zone. Anyways, really cool tour. I'll show you what I'm wearing for the wedding. I'm just doing this long dress. Just noticed, excuse my dad in the background. And I'm just gonna do these little black pointed toe shoes and this Anine Bing clutch. It is so hot out right now. It's like 30 degrees, so this is nice and flowy. I was originally gonna wear this blue open back dress from Pepper Mayo, but the fabric is not safe to sweat in, you know? And let's go to the wedding. It's the next day and we are in Santiago. We just arrived here, but let's back it up. The wedding was amazing. It was such a special night. There was just so many personal touches and it was so much fun. Like I said, it was super late, and unfortunately we had an early morning. We left hulio. We had to drive 2 hours to Temuco and then take a flight to Santiago. So it's like 2 in the afternoon right now. We're here. We just checked into the hotel. We're actually doing a guided tour, so our guide picked us up. We do have the rest of the day as a free day, so I think we're just going to go walk around, get some food, orientate ourselves. We are staying in a really great area. We're staying in Las Condes. It's like the new business district, or at least that's what we were told. So I'm gonna go explore Santiago. Here is the view from our room. We just sat down and they had fuet on the menu, and I haven't had fuet since I was in Barcelona, so I'm so excited. Good morning vlog. Ended up going to bed so early last night. I think it was like 7 p.m. Had lots of sleep debt to catch up on from the wedding. So I guess my body said yesterday's the day. We did end up going to Mott Market, or MUT. It's right across from us in Las Condes. It is a huge market, I'd say like 6 or 7 stories, and they have all the things, you know, food, a lot of cool local boutiques, very niche stores, flower markets, so you could definitely spend a long time walking around there. We got some dinner, which I believe I showed a little bit of, but yeah, that's what we did yesterday until I went to bed insanely early. Now today we are doing a walking tour throughout Santiago, so I will take you guys with us through the different neighborhoods. We're just on our walking tour right now. We started off at the Bicentennial Park, which is just a gorgeous park. They have so many parks here. And then we headed to the Central Market, walked through that, checked out all of the seafood, vegetables, fruits. Everything is so fresh. Now we're walking on one of the pedestrian streets in the downtown area, and we're just headed over to the political area.
You wanted me in there?
You want to say something?
No, nothing to say. Just that, wow, what a city.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We just sat down. We finished our guided tour. It was about like 4.5 hours long. It was really good. We started off in Bicentennial Park, which was just this very calm, beautiful park with fish. There was a Chilean duck. It had this little green beak. It was so cute. They have a really big park culture here, so they love their parks. So we started off at a park, and then we went to the Central Market, and then we went to the downtown, and then we went to the political area and drove to, I'm gonna screw up the pronunciation, but Barrio Italiano. which is like their little Italy. Didn't necessarily feel super Italian, but lots of Italian restaurants, gelato, chocolate. It's where all the Italians came when they came over. Very cute area. I think we're gonna go back there this evening, maybe just for some like dinner and drinks. It seems like a fun place to do a happy hour. We're back in the Las Condes Providencia? Something like that. I'm working on my pronunciation. I got dropped off at a place called Domino. They're known for their Chilean hot dogs. So we are going to do a little taste test of a hot dog. Actually, we ordered a couple hot dogs, which I'm very excited for. I've had my mind on a hot dog all morning and I'm starving. So I've never been so excited for a hot dog in my life. Okay. It just arrived. I got the Italiano. They call it that because it's the green avocado, white mayonnaise, red tomatoes, so it looks like the Italian flag. All of their sandwiches and hot dogs here are insanely big and overstuffed. My dad got one in the airport and it was everywhere. So let's try and do this. I don't even know where to grab it.
We do want to try a little bit of yours.
I got nothing but the bun. Hold up, I need to do another bite. The hot dog is coming. Yum. It's good. It tastes like a really good hot dog. It tastes like a ballpark hot dog. Okay, so for the rest of the afternoon, we wandered around Italia Barrios. I'm so not confident with my pronunciation. But it's a really cute little neighborhood, lots of very niche little markets and restaurants. We're headed back to MUT or MUT because I have an appointment for a face gym. I've only seen this online and I'm so excited to try it for the first time. They basically exercise your face, but hopefully it's not loud. The window is open right beside me. So I know you can't film some face gyms because they want to keep their techniques secretive, but essentially they do a bunch of exercises on your face to help with elasticity and collagen production and all the good things. So let's go check it out. Okay, so I wasn't allowed to film, but this is where I got the gym facial gym. It was such a cool experience. There was a ton of massage, microcurrent, like cupping, and then this ball thing. I don't know if you can see this right there on the sign. It was such a cool experience and I feel so rejuvenated. Would recommend. Good morning vlog. After the face gym last night, which I will echo, that was such a cool experience, would 10 out of 10 recommend. We just went for a dinner in the hotel lobby, dinner and some vino. We're staying at the Pullman Hotel. It's in such a great location, right across from MUT in Las Condes, kind of bordering Providencia. So really great location if you're looking for a little hotel reco. But I think today I am most excited for, we are going to Casa Blanca Valley, Valparaiso, and Viña del Mar. Online, all these places look so stunningly beautiful, so I can't wait to see them in real life. So we're right there right now. Love that. I'm gonna get this little print.
Yeah, that's nice.
It's very easy. You make a photo emulsion with a very low sensibility. We don't need dark room, we don't need red light. We need to produce an image negative the same size. And for contact with a glass, unexposed all outside in the sun. The sun transpires the clear and fixes the emulsion, exposes the material. All sun, high for the black, is not exposed, not fixed, and then in water, little by little, is dissolved when you reveal the image.
Check out the
So cool.
It's going to be rebuilt. This portion,
It's not automatic, but
it takes time,
it's coming, no?
but the image is going to be rebuilt in water.
So cool.
It's a technology from 1860.
Wow. So this is the print that
Goes back
I'm
from
going
it.
to get. So cool. So this is a view of the city. We're in Valparaiso right now. Amazing. We just left Valparaiso. What an incredibly unique city. If you're in Chile, I would highly, highly recommend checking it out. Oh my gosh, this is such a bumpy car ride. It was just so different. Nothing like I've ever seen before. Oh my god. Alright, I'm holding on now. We were with our guide, and truly I feel like you need to explore it with a guide just because the streets are so intricate. He actually grew up there, so we've seen all the ins and outs, and he pointed out where the houses started, stopped. It was just so incredibly unique. It was one of those places that you just have to see in real life. I did buy a piece of local art. The artist was so kind and obviously walked the vlog through the process. It was just really cool. I always like collecting a piece of art wherever I go. Checked out some other really unique galleries. We're like zooming around the side of the mountain right now. My ears are plugged and popping. Checked out some other really cool, unique galleries. Took the funicular, which I'll roll that. It's essentially this tram system that works on gravity that goes up and down the hills, because you could imagine how many steps it would be to just go get groceries or go to school, because not a lot of people have cars because it seems impossible to drive there, although there still is a lot of cars. But really, really cool city. Would highly recommend checking it out. We are just headed to Casa Blanca right now for lunch, if we make it there. These roads are crazy. Driving back to Santiago from Casablanca. It was honestly so gorgeous there. We went to a winery, and the winery is owned by an Italian family, and it felt like you were in Italy. It was just stunning. All the wine was really good. We toured the vineyard. These roads are crazy. We toured the vineyards. We did a tasting. We viewed the production. We did all the things. It was really lovely, and we also had lunch there, and the food was so good. Now we're headed back to Santiago. I believe we're going to stop at San Cristobal Hill, take the funicular up to the top, and just do like a little lookout. I also hope that you guys can hear me because it's very loud back here. I'm in the very, very back. It's a private tour, but there's like 3 rows, and my parents are in front of me. I'm in the very back. Okay. But yeah, I think we're gonna go to San Cristobal, do the little lookout, take in all the views, you know, just the touristy things. You have to check them out. Good morning vlog. It is my family and I's last day in Chile. I'm just getting ready for the day. I am actually coming back to Chile at the end of the trip when my family goes back to Canada, because I want to do explore the Patagonia and go to Nothofagus. So I will be coming back to Chile, but my family and I are actually headed to Argentina later today at like 2 or 3 p.m.
We're gonna start in Mendoza and then go to Buenos Aires. So excited. So this will be the last little leg of this Chile vlog, and then I'm gonna do an Argentina vlog, and then I'll do a Patagonia vlog. But today we're going to go to Los Dominicos, which is like an artesian market, found it on TikTok. And we're also going to go to a mall, I forget the name of it, but it's like their luxury mall here. And so we've been told, like Louis Vuitton and all the high-end designer brands are a lot cheaper here. So not in the market for anything, but I'm honestly just kind of curious to see that. That's our day. I'm gonna finish getting ready, go to breakfast, and then I think we're gonna go to the mall first and then the market.
We just got here, so all of the luxury stores are outside and on the top level. Okay, so this morning we started off at the mall. I got one clip, but immediately after that, the security guard came up to me and told me that there was no cameras allowed in the mall. All good. We went into Louis Vuitton, Ferragamo, and Gucci, and we checked out some of the prices. To be quite honest, I don't think the prices were a lot cheaper. I looked at a bag from Louis and it was $3,300, and I looked at a bag from Gucci and it was $3,100 US dollars. So I think it's still quite comparable. So whoever told me that it's a lot less expensive here to shop designer, I don't believe it. So we went to Los Dominicos after. We actually just finished here and it was amazing. I think it might have been one of our favorite things. Yes. Hey, yes. It is essentially a little artesian market. I'll attach some footage, but all of the local artisans were there making their own product and selling it. So there was a ton of jewelry, leather goods, alpaca, like ponchos, blankets. Super, super, super incredible and talented artists, and the prices were amazing. My mom and I ended up getting this really gorgeous necklace. It's copper and then has their national stone on it, which is, what's it called again?
The lapa.
The lapa? Lapa?
Lapis.
Lapis?
Lapis. Lapis.
So many words to remember. Let me Google it quick. Okay, yeah, so their national stone here is a lapis, so we absolutely wanted to get a piece of jewelry with lapis on it. So the first necklace we got is this gorgeous copper necklace, and it has a stone that is lapis but then reversible to jasper. Super, super pretty. And then we also ended up getting two more necklaces. Another necklace that's just a bunch of lapis stones. I didn't get a picture or video of it, and it's all packed up, but really pretty. And then a multicolored one. It has like jade, amethyst, lapis, quartz. Super, super pretty. And then I also got a wine bottle topper with a big chunk of lapis on top. It's gorgeous. So would highly recommend checking out this artesian market if you are in Santiago. It's just so beautiful, so chill, gorgeous, and the perfect end to our Chile trip. We're just waiting for an Uber right now to go back to the hotel, but that concludes our time here in Chile and Santiago. So thank you so much for watching. I hope this video is helpful and felt like a little bit of an itinerary. Would absolutely recommend everything that we did. I will see you all in Argentina.